You're watching How I Design It from Los Angeles Magazine, the show that answers all your home design questions. Please welcome your designer, Danielle Deojay.
Hi, welcome to this week's episode of How I'd Design It with me, Danielle Deojay. Today we are talking about the layers that make a house feel like a home. And this comes up a lot for people who have purchased a recently renovated home. But those renovations only address the base layers, so it appeals to the widest range of buyers. But of course, once it's yours, it's time to make it feel warm and comfortable and reflect you. This also happens sometimes for people who do their own renovation without a designer. They're able to tackle that first layer, but then they get a little stuck when it comes time to adding that warmth and character. So today's question comes from a young couple in Scottsdale, Arizona. They want to know how to add those layers to their primary bedroom and bathroom and building off of what they already have. We have a color palette here of black, gray, and white. They're comfortable in this range, and that is totally cool because it's all about the layers. Let's get to it. Here's how I design it. We have a great base here in the bedroom. There's this paneled feature wall that's a nice little upgrade, and they have this cool, bold, swirly, marbly rug. Let's start by punching up this feature wall with color. I'm feeling a rich, dark gray. I have Iron Ore by Sherwin-Williams here, and this is a nice neutral but bold, rich color. It's going to give your eye that focal point, and it also balances out the strength of this rug. Right now, all I see is this rug, so we want to see the whole bed vignette with the rug in it and keep our eye moving throughout all the details in the space from there. Next, I just need to take care of one little thing here. We got to pull this rug up a little bit closer to the nightstand. So when you get in and out of bed, your feet hit the rug and not one on and one off. And the nightstands here are out of scale to the bed. They're way too small. We need to upgrade these to new ones that are more in the range of a 30 inches wide by 30 inches high. And instead of white, I'd love to do a gray here. We want to layer our gray upon gray and select a material that has texture, like a linen or a shagreen or a rattan for these nightstands. So not only are we adding that layer of color, we're adding the layer of texture too. That really makes it feel rich. Next, I'd like to swap out these basic curtain panels for ones that add another detail. I like the refined accent of an embroidered stripe and always natural material. I love linen here. This is adding just the right amount of interest. And my rule for curtain panel length is it should just break on the floor like a perfectly tailored pair of men's suit pants. Last but not least, bedding. Crisp white sheets and a duvet will never steer you wrong, and this is perfect for this space too. And I highly recommend investing in quality bedding and pillows because we sure spend a lot of time in our beds, at least I hope you do, getting quality rest. And having those great pillows and bedding really serves that purpose. You deserve a good night's sleep. So we need a final layer here. I'd like to do an accent pillow. And, I really prefer a clean look to a bed. You're never going to catch me with piles and piles of throw pillows. But I do love one single clean long lumbar pillow. I'd like to use that here. I'm into a graphic print, but if that feels a little scary, you can always go texture in a luxe fabric. We're looking for velvet, leather, boucle, or even cashmere. It would be beautiful. So that's our final touch. Now, another little tip here, always use down inserts. This is going to make your pillows look and feel way more custom, way more luxe. Let me show you what I mean. So I have a pillow here. This has a down insert. And because you can chop it and it's going to hold its shape. This looks really cute. Okay, it's also nice and soft and cozy and comfy, and you can squish it and bend it and it'll stay like that. Okay, now the alternative is a polyfill pillow. These are really firm. You can't chop it, you can't mold it to its shape. It bounces right back, and it's It's a little too hard. It's not super cozy. So we say no to that. Okay, let's move on to the bathroom. The request in here is to soften the vibe a bit and add those layers. We're gonna go with a white and gray and blue color palette in here. So we're connected to the bedroom, but we're not doing a copy paste. It's got its own little twist. Let's start by painting this vanity to soften it and reduce the contrast. I have a medium neutral gray here called Cityscape from Sherwin-Williams. I think this is a nice, not too light, not too dark, and perfectly neutral in terms of tone. Now, I think we all know my feelings about lighting at this point. It is key, and it's especially key in a bathroom. So for that reason, I'm not the biggest fan of a light fixture above a mirror. The perfect light is gonna come at you from eye level. So I'd love to move these light fixtures down and have 3 of them, one in between the mirrors and then one on either outer side. Now, if this isn't in the budget, I get it, because you need an electrician to move those fixtures. So at the very least, let's just swap them out for something a little bit cleaner and more modern. Now I'd love to make one more little lighting note. The color temperature of your light bulbs really makes a massive difference. I highly suggest unifying them throughout your home. I really like a soft white bulb, especially in a bathroom, for its clean, natural light. That is a balance between warm and cool. It's perfect here. And then in living spaces, I like to use a warm white because this gives a little bit more of a vibe, a little bit more of a glow that makes everybody look extra beautiful. Now, one more note, daylight bulbs. These sound good, but in reality, the daylight bulb makes you look kind of dead. And because you're not, you never want to put this in your house, especially not in your bathroom where you're trying to do makeup. It's never a good situation. Okay, moving on. Let's change these mirrors. These frames here are extra bulky, and I'd really like to add a natural element to the mix here with a wood frame and soft corners. This will be good. And, I'd really like to lose this cabinet above the toilet. I'm a firm believer in cabinets over toilets are never a good idea. This is a perfect place to put some artwork and give it a little zhuzh. So, you know what? Let's also take it up a notch because there's this niche here with this toilet, and we can do a very manageable accent of wet area safe, peel and stick vinyl wall covering. And then we'll add a piece of art on top of that. Okay, now since, this is the desert, I'm feeling the cactus vibe of this print I have here. It's just enough of an ode to cactus without being cactus, And let's do a modern pattern for this wall covering. I like this blue pattern here. Now we're really layering and it's getting good. Last but not least, let's upgrade the rug. When it comes for rugs in front of vanities, we do not have to limit ourselves to bathroom rugs. In fact, actually, I think we should avoid anything that calls itself a bathroom rug. We can use any kind of flat weave runner. The world is our oyster. For scale, we want to pick a runner size that is close to the length of your vanity. And for this space, we're layering here. So I'm going to select a striped pattern with a little bit of a Southwest vibe to it. So it's going to schmooze really nicely with our wallpaper and our cactus print. It's all feeling good. Okay, I think that's it. There you have it, layers of goodness. And this recently remodeled primary bathroom is personalized, beautiful, and ready to go. Thanks for joining me today. Oh, and if you would like a chance to be featured on a future episode, just shoot me a DM on Instagram with your photos and your questions, and we will chat. Cheers.
Thank you for watching How I Design It from Los Angeles Magazine. We'll see you back here next time.